You send a text. He replies, eventually, short, dry, no questions. So you start wondering, did I say something wrong? Was I too much? Was I not enough? You replay the conversation like it's a crime scene. You analyze emojis. You check timestamps. You consider sending one more message just to fix the vibe. And the moment you do, something shifts. Not in your favor. Now let me flip the script. Imagine this instead. He texts you first. He checks in. He brings up things you mentioned weeks ago. He randomly sends memes that remind him of you, not because you asked, not because you chased, but because he can't get you out of his head. You didn't manipulate him. You didn't play games. You didn't do anything dramatic. You did one thing differently. And that's what this video is about. Because most women don't lose men because they're boring. They lose men because they accidentally make themselves emotionally invisible. Let me explain. Men don't stop thinking about a woman because she's perfect. They stop thinking about her because their brain never got activated. And before you panic, no, this isn't about ignoring him for 3 days, acting cold, or pretending you don't care. That stuff works briefly, then it backfires. What actually works is much simpler and way more powerful. But first, let's talk about what kills attraction instantly. Picture this. You're talking to a guy you like. He mentions his stressful job. You say, "Oh my God, that must be so hard. You're amazing for handling that." He talks about his goals. You support them immediately. He pulls back a little. You lean in harder. You think you're being understanding, warm, emotionally available, and you are. But here's what his brain hears. She already chose me. And the second his brain believes the chase is over, it shuts off curiosity. That's the part no one tells women. Men don't emotionally attach when they feel chosen. They attach when they feel like they're still earning. Not in a toxic way, in a psychological way. Think about something you worked for. A promotion, a goal, someone you really wanted. Now think about something that was handed to you effortlessly. Which one stayed in your mind longer? Exactly. Effort creates memory. Ease creates forgettability. And most women, without realizing it, give men emotional access too early. They explain themselves. They reassure, they clarify intentions. They close emotional loops before they even open, and that removes tension. But attraction needs tension. Now here's the shift. The one thing that changes everything. Stop giving him emotional certainty too soon. Read that again. Not attention, not kindness, not warmth, certainty. Most women think, if I show him how much I care, he'll feel secure and invest more. But men don't invest when they feel secure. They invest when they feel curious, when they're slightly unsure, when they're still figuring you out. That doesn't mean being confusing, it means being selective. Let me give you a simple example. He says, "I've had bad experiences with relationships." Most women respond with empathy on autopilot. "Oh no, I totally understand, I'm different, I'd never hurt you." That feels supportive, but what you just did was remove mystery and elevate him emotionally. Now flip it, you pause, you look at him, and you say, "Yeah? What did you learn from them?" See the difference? You didn't reassure, you didn't rescue, you didn't audition, you made him reflect, you made him invest. And in that moment, his brain shifts from being evaluated to wanting to impress. That's where attraction deepens. Here's another one. He goes quiet for a day. Most women spiral. They check stories, they replay messages. They eventually send a "Hey, everything okay" text that screams anxiety. What happens? He feels pressure, he feels chased, and subconsciously, he pulls back more. Now here's what you do instead. Nothing. You keep living. You don't punish, you don't perform silence, you just don't react. And when he comes back, you don't interrogate, you don't ask where he was, you don't explain how busy you were too. You just continue the conversation like your life didn't pause. That does something dangerous to a man's brain. It tells him, she's not waiting around. She's not emotionally dependent. She has options. And suddenly, he's thinking about you. Because men obsess over women they can't fully predict. Not because they're unavailable, but because they're self-contained. Now let me be clear. This is not about acting uninterested. That's lazy advice. This is about not over-delivering emotionally before he earns it. There's a difference. You can be warm without being wide open, interested without being invested, present without being attached. Most women skip straight to emotional loyalty. Men need to walk into it. Let me tell you about a woman I know, Sarah. Smart, funny, attractive. But every guy she liked ended up not ready for a relationship. Classic. One night we're talking and she says, "I don't get it. I'm honest. I communicate. I'm supportive." And she was. Too supportive. I watched her on a date once. The guy talked about his passion project. She hyped it instantly. He talked about his doubts. She reassured him immediately. He pulled back slightly. She leaned in emotionally. By the end of the night, he was comfortable, relaxed, and bored. 2 weeks later, great girl, just didn't feel the spark. Now fast forward a few months. Same Sarah, different approach. Same warmth, same personality. But this time, she listened more than she explained. She asked instead of reassuring. She let silences exist instead of filling them. The guy left that date thinking, not about how nice she was, but about why he wanted her approval. He texted first, he followed up, he escalated. Same woman, different emotional posture. And that's the secret. Men don't get hooked by what you give. They get hooked by what they have to unlock. Here's where most women mess this up. They hear this and think, okay, so I'll be cold, distant, mysterious. No, that just makes you exhausting. The goal isn't distance, it's restraint. You don't withhold affection, you withhold certainty. You let him wonder, does she really like me? Am I impressing her? What does she think of me? Those questions are magnets. And here's the wild part. The moment you stop trying to be chosen, you become unforgettable. Because you're no longer chasing his attention. You're allowing him to invest. And people protect what they invest in. Now let's get practical. Because I know some of you are thinking, okay, I get the concept. But what do I actually do when I'm talking to a guy I like? Good question. Let's start with texting because that's where attraction goes to die the fastest. Here's the rule most women break without realizing it. They text to maintain connection, not to create curiosity. So the conversation becomes safe, predictable, comfortable. And comfort without tension is how attraction quietly evaporates. Here's what this looks like. He texts, hey, what are you up to? Most women respond with either, nothing much, just chilling, or a full schedule breakdown worthy of a calendar app. Both are attraction killers. One is boring, the other is overinvested. Instead, you do this. You answer honestly but briefly. Just wrapped up some work, what about you? You didn't overshare, you didn't perform, you kept the ball moving without chasing. That's the balance. Now here's where it gets interesting. Let's say he sends a selfie, fishing for validation. Most women immediately respond with, wow, you look so good. Feels natural, right? But what you just did was reward minimal effort with maximum validation. Instead, try this. Comment on something neutral. Is that a new place? Looks like you're in a good mood. You acknowledged him, but you didn't inflate his ego. That keeps the power dynamic balanced. And balanced dynamics are attractive. Now let's talk about the moment that makes or breaks everything. When he pulls back. Because he will. Not always because he's losing interest. Sometimes because he's busy. Sometimes because he's testing. Sometimes because he just needs space. Here's what not to do. Don't ask what's wrong. Don't send multiple messages. Don't explain how busy you are too. Don't emotionally dump. All of that tells him, I'm more invested than you. And that's when his attraction drops. What you do instead is boring. And boring is powerful. You match his energy calmly. If he replies slower, you don't speed up. If he sends less, you don't compensate, you don't punish, you don't withdraw dramatically, you just continue being you. This signals something huge, that your emotional state isn't dependent on his behavior, and that's rare. Men are surrounded by women who emotionally react to them. The woman who doesn't, she stands out immediately. Now let's talk about plans, because this is another silent attraction killer. He asked to hang out last minute. Hey, wanna come over tonight? Most women say yes instantly, even if it doesn't feel great, because they don't want to lose momentum. Bad move? You don't reject him, you don't scold him, you simply say tonight doesn't work for me, maybe another time. No explanation, no guilt, no apology tour. This does two things. It tells him your time matters, it forces him to try again, and when he does, that investment sticks. Now here's where women get nervous. They think, what if he leaves? Good, let him. What? Because the men who leave when you stop overgiving were never planning to stay anyway. And here's the truth no one likes to say. A man who is genuinely interested will adjust. A man who isn't will disappear. Either way, you win clarity. Now let's talk about conversation, because this is where you activate obsession. Most women try to be impressive, smart, interesting, accommodating. Wrong goal. You don't want him impressed. You want him engaged. So instead of explaining yourself, you ask questions that make him reveal himself. Instead of sharing your whole story, you share pieces. Instead of filling silence, you let it exist. Silence makes people uncomfortable, and discomfort makes them think. Here's a powerful shift. When he talks about himself, don't immediately relate it back to you. Let him finish. Ask a follow-up. Why is that important to you? What made you choose that? Now he's not just talking, he's investing. And people get attached to what they invest in. Now let me clear something up. This is not manipulation. Manipulation is pretending. This is emotional discipline. You're not hiding who you are, you're pacing access to you. There's a difference. Let me tell you about another example. There's a woman named Maya. She used to overshare on first dates. Her past, her trauma, her expectations. She thought vulnerability created intimacy. What it actually created was emotional overload. Men felt like they already knew her. And when there's nothing left to discover, the mystery dies. Once she learned to slow down, she stopped explaining, stopped justifying, stopped emotionally sprinting. Men leaned in, they asked questions. They followed up. They stayed curious. Because she wasn't an open book on page 1, she was a chapter. Now let's talk about confidence, because this is where everything locks in. The women men never forget all have one thing in common. They're okay either way. They want the man, but they don't need him. That energy is impossible to fake. It shows in how fast you reply, how you handle silence, how you say no, how you disagree. Speaking of disagreement, here's something most women are afraid of: disagreeing with a man they like. They think if I push back, he'll lose interest. Wrong. Respect creates attraction, not agreement. So when he says something you don't agree with, you don't smile and nod. You say, I don't know if I see it that way. Calm, grounded, no attitude. That moment is powerful because you just showed him you're not trying to please him. You're being real, and real beats nice every time. Now let's bring this all together. The reason this works is simple. Men don't obsess over women who give them everything up front. They obsess over women who make them earn emotional access. Not through games, but through standards. You're not trying to hook him. You're observing him. You're not chasing consistency. You're responding to it. And when you stop chasing, something wild happens. He starts wondering, what does she think of me? Did I impress her? Why does she feel different? And once those questions start, you're already in his head. Now here's the final piece, and it's the most important one. If you want a man to never stop thinking about you, you must stop centering your life around him. Have your own rhythm, your own plans, your own fulfillment. A man should be an addition, not a rescue mission, because the woman who is fulfilled without him is the woman he works to keep. So here's your mindset shift. You're not auditioning, you're evaluating. You're not proving your worth, you're protecting it. You're not hoping he chooses you, you're seeing if he qualifies. Do this once, just once, and watch how differently men respond. Not because you changed who you are, but because you stopped giving your value away for free.